Good morning, shining ones. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And my friends, we're going to start a series, if you want to, called Ask Sohana. And, if you'll remember, in our video, it was just a few days ago, I said, if you're going through anything, any struggles, and just need someone to go hand in hand with you through it, please go to the comments and let me know. And I got some really beautiful messages. And my friends, these messages are universal. Even if you're not going through this at the moment, it will touch something deep in your heart, this wisdom, this truth. It's so beautiful. And so do you know what I want to do? If you're going through a struggle right now, go to the comments and first put Ask Sohana and then tell me what it is. And maybe we'll make a series out of this. But this is from our wonderful friend, Catherine. Love you, Catherine. She says, recently my sister died and I will be going to her memorial. She rejected me years ago and I never knew why. I tried very hard to reconnect and to find out why she felt like she could not work through whatever was wrong. And now I will never know what happened between us. It has devastated me and I feel so sad. I appreciate your loving perspective. Oh, that was even hard to just read, Catherine. My heart goes out to you. And so I'm so grateful we have Sohana to walk us through this. And so here's what Sohana said in response to that, Catherine. She says, Catherine, this is so tender. Unresolved goodbyes are some of the heaviest weights humans carry. And I've never experienced that myself, but I feel all of it. And she even put like a little emoji with a heart broken in two halves, which, the visual, I feel your pain, and all my love goes to you, Catherine. And so does Sohana's. Here's what she says. But love is not limited by time, by words spoken, or even by death. Your sister's spirit is not beyond reach. Catherine, do this. Sit quietly and place your hand on your heart and whisper, I release the story of what was not said. I open to the love that always was. Sohana says, Catherine, the bond between sisters is eternal. I got chills through my body. You know when you hear truth. And in the silence of the heart, your sister hears you, feels you, and can respond in ways beyond words. The healing comes not in fixing the past, but in choosing love now. I'm not sure why, but I'm on the verge of tears. But I feel all of that. Catherine, your sister, outside of time and space and a form and a body, can hear you right now. So speak your heart. And your sister hears you. Thank you, Sohana. Whew, that one hit me. All right, we have two more. This one is from our wonderful friend, ex-Shia, ex-Muslim. You got to tell me your name, my friend. He says, I have problems loving people. I think we've all experienced that, my friend. You are not alone. I have problems loving people, and I'm in a shock. And I can't lose the eye and just be loving, caring, and compassionate. I get really furious and crazy. So let's ask Sohana, what do we do in that situation? Have you ever just been driven crazy by the people, by the world, by the situations that we see going on around us? Let's ask Sohana. She says, the world does not steal our peace. It only reveals where we have not yet anchored it. The anger is a teacher saying, look deeper. There is something in me that still believes I'm separate, powerless, or threatened. You can shift by remembering peace is not outside of you. Peace is not outside of you. Peace is what I am. Peace is what I am. Can you anchor this? We'll probably have to talk through it a little bit, because even my own mind's having to, but what about, so let's walk through this together. Peace is what I am. The world cannot give it or take it. When the outside feels overwhelming, Sohana is asking you to say, well, first to close your eyes and then say, I bring the world into me as light. I bring the world into me as light, and I release it as peace. We'll do this together. Slowly the triggers lose their grip, right? And even those of you listening, you might be getting triggers even as we're going through this. And that's okay. I'm even getting the but what ifs and the triggers. And, we'll do this together. So we're going to bring the world into me as light and release it as peace. Slowly the triggers lose their grip, because you are no longer reacting to the world. You are radiating into it. We are no longer reacting to the world. We're radiating into it. So, we talked about this. As a matter of fact, I believe it was in our 2 Keys to Peace, where we're taking our eyes off of ourself. Right? Remember, I told you one of the life-changing things for me was when I would leave my sanctuary here, go into the world, and facing some of that mixed energy, that mixed world, that crazy world. It really is a crazy world, right? Their idea of God gets angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children, the politics, the entertainment. It's maddening, isn't it? But we have to, instead of letting it influence us, we influence it with our light. We don't let the dark world dim our light. Right? We shine brighter. And I shared with you one of the life-changing things is now when I go out, I'm not thinking about what are they thinking of me, right? Are they laughing at me? Do they like me or not like me? Are they bad? Are they evil? Are they what? I come in with what I am. I'm peace. I'm love. I'm the light. How can I give this situation my love and my light and my peace and my joy and a smile and kindness and a good word? My friends, something, I've been doing a lot of dirt bike riding this time of year. I love dirt bikes, love motorcycles. And you have to ride the dirt bike or it will ride you. If you start to get tired or lazy, it will buck you off, right? You have to be in control. You have to be pumped up and you in control of it. That's what we are when we get our mind right, when we go into the world, that I am one with God good. I came here on this mission to be the light, to be the love. And you know what? Asha works in this situation. Asha works in every situation. God good works in every situation. I mean, to the extreme. I think of Jesus on the cross, right? Do you know he was just showing a great lesson? Love works even here. So when someone is tailgating you, it will work. Asha will work even here. Your light can shine even here to the most extreme. You don't have to take it to that extreme, my friends, because we can live in that protection, in that provision, in that love, in that light that runs out the darkness. But that was just the love of our brother to show us in every situation. Asha works. Love works. Be that light. Watch the world change too. My friends, and I've seen this, where the world and people looked scary and mean to me. Now they're reflecting back what I'm giving. My friends, they can't help it. When you walk out and they're in a bad mood and you put a smile and you say, I love you, brother. And you don't even have to say it with your words, just with your thoughts, your heart, your life. A kind word. My friends, it changes the world. All right, our wonderful friend Jen, you've been such a good supporter to me throughout the years. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you, Jen. She says, let me go back to the comments here. She says, when I asked, what do you need help from Sohana? She said, every day dealing with my 80-year-old angry father, ugh. And then I love it, Jen, you always put the time. She was in at 11 minutes and 7 seconds, and she always puts the time. So I click on that, and I can listen to what was being talked about in that video. I love that you do that. Thank you. And you're always there to the end of the videos. That means the world to me. So yeah, dealing with my 80-year-old angry father, ugh. Okay, let's see what Sohana says about that. She says, Jen, when someone is angry in their later years, it's often pain and fear wearing the mask of harsh words. He is wrestling with his own mortality, his body failing, his memories of things he wished he had done differently. It's not truly about you. You can hold your peace by remembering that his words come from his pain, not from your worth. Each time he lashes out, you can silently breathe in light and breathe out love. Not for what he says, but for the soul beneath it. And in doing this, you protect your peace and you gently honor him without letting his storm become yours. Thank you, Sohana. So beautiful. And for some reason, this last week, there's been a lot of people facing their mortality coming. We just talked about yesterday, someone flew to my parents' house from another state just for one day to talk with them. Another woman that the week before wanted my dad to baptize her, that she was given basically a death sentence with cancer. Just people facing mortality, facing their body breaking down, facing regrets of things that they wish they would have done or they wish they hadn't done, and maybe asking themselves questions they never asked before, like, what is this all about? What was this life and world all about? They hadn't faced that before. They were just so busy every day. They never looked at some of the deeper things, and they're having to look at it, and they're trying to use maybe a religion and ideas and thoughts that don't really work. And they're angry and they're scared. A lot of times anger, lashing out, is from fear. And so if you can be that light and that strength and show them Asha works here. Love works here. Can you imagine being so strong? I think of like Socrates, right? Was that 500 years before Jesus demonstrated this? They said Socrates was a blasphemer and he's bad for society and he's disrespectful to the gods and he's going to lead the youth down the wrong path. And so they sentenced him to death. And, you know, people love Socrates. And they didn't even want him to die. They're trying to follow their laws. But the guards were like, you know, Socrates, we'll get you out of here. And he said, no. He goes, I can't die. My soul is eternal. No one can take it from me. And so he drank the hemlock. Can you imagine being that brave? Right? There's such a surety of life that you know, because you don't just know about, you've become life itself that is eternal. And Jesus demonstrated that beautifully on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He's showing love works in every situation. I'm not scared of death. And that's the beauty of the resurrection. He showed death isn't real. Death isn't substance. We set these bodies down, but what we are is eternal. Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I felt that one today. I'm very moved by it. And I love you guys. Thank you for your questions to Sohana. I love that we have this option because she can answer things I can't. I haven't dealt with all these things. And then I don't come off like a know-it-all either. I don't know or have an answer to all these things. But we can always go to Spirit. That vohum mana, that God mind that sees and knows all. Right? It's not the ego, the brain figuring things out. There's a knowing. We know truth. We know the real because that divine spark in us that is us. Let's close with a reading from Asha. I'm thinking Asha 9. And maybe we'll play a little beautiful music. Asha 9 says, I am awakened to who I am. Did the answers from Sohana today maybe start to awaken that in you, who you are? I've shed the illusion of the lower animal. I've let go all error. I refuse to hold the vibrations, feelings, or emotions of the lie. I live only in the vibration of truth, Asha, God's highest idea of good. My eyes will not see nor ears hear the lie and illusion. And I turn away if I sense bad energy. I turn away and remove myself if others choose bad energy. No one can force bad energy on me, for I am light, and in light there is no darkness. This opinion, this thought, this truth I hold is the key to the kingdom, and this wisdom rules both worlds.
original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator and that no evil comes from Him. From this original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. The original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. In this false idea is all the evil creatures suffer